So, have you ever known something was going to happen before it actually happened? And then when you knew, well, then when it actually did happen and it actually occurred, you were like, man, I knew that was going to happen. Like, how many times have you said that in your life? Oh man, I knew that was going to happen. And I feel like I've been saying it more and more and more and more, and I hear it more and more from different people. And if this has ever happened to you, if you ever said to yourself, oh man, I knew that was going to happen, whether it was a good thing or a bad thing, I would love for you to just try on the possibility that the only reason why it happened was because you believed that it was going to happen. It was actually your knowing it was going to happen, believing it so deeply, whether it was a good or bad thing, something you wanted to happen, something you didn't want to happen. Maybe, just maybe, the reason why it happened was only because you truly believed it was going to happen. So if you could just entertain that for a moment, that your belief something was going to happen is actually what creates it to happen. That could resonate with you for a minute. And if it doesn't, I just dare you to just try it on. I strongly encourage you just think about it for a minute. Check it out. Just start to think about what you really think is going to happen. What's your day going to look like tomorrow? What time are you going to get up? How's your commute going to be to work? How are you going to feel during all that time? What's your work day going to be like? Do you consider these things? I don't know. But whatever it is, think about it for a moment, whatever you can imagine to do, and think about how it's going to transpire and how it's going to make you feel. The experience that I've been having is that the more I can actually see what my days are going to lay out to, or my future is going to happen, and the more I can actually just believe that internally and just hope, not even hope, just expect that things are going to work out exactly as they need to, and I'm going to get every single thing that I want. When I spend the time in that belief of, I know it's going to happen, it keeps happening. It keeps happening, good or bad. So what I started to do was actually actively think about all the things I was thinking about. Like I was like, whoa, why would I be worried about that? And when I started seeing I had an anxiety in one place, or maybe I had a worry about something for the future, or maybe it was something in the past, maybe it was a regret. Maybe I felt like I made a mistake and I, beat myself up for it over, days or weeks or months, as we all do, right? We screw up and then we're our own worst critic and we just beat ourselves up, and then we're mad at ourselves for beating ourselves up, or we're upset with ourselves for feeling guilty because we should really feel like great because we know that we do good stuff. The more I started pulling all those little things out and then just directing the energy towards what I wanted to occur, the more that I started getting everything that I wanted. And I'm telling you this as I'm sitting here in my new condo in Miami. It just got into the place. We got a great deal on it, a really, really amazing spot. And it's right on the ocean. 5 months ago, I put to pen and paper that I wanted to live on the ocean. I wrote it down. When I wrote it down, I thought it was going to take like years to get there. And I had pictures there of what it looked like and made like a vision board, put it in a book. And then all of a sudden here, Gabby and I are living in this really cool wellness resort. And I didn't even know these places existed, to be honest with you, that places that have these kind of services and spas and pools and all this, anything you can think of. Organic restaurants, smoothie bars, rock climbing walls. Like it's insane. It's amazing. It's like I don't even know why I would leave, except for to go visit friends and go out and get some contrast maybe or something. But this shift really started to accelerate for me. It's always happened for me that if I knew something was going to happen, it would happen. If I believed that, then it would happen. But the shift has accelerated so much with the changes that I've been making and getting really, really clear in it. and what I want. And I only want the things that are going to make me feel good, or the people around me that make them feel good. And the more I get honed in on that, the more effortless life becomes. Like, I'm literally been so elated that when at the end of the night, instead of putting TV on or wanting to watch Netflix or doing all that stuff, not that we don't do that every once in a while, right? Or even reading a book, like that's what I was doing before. Now I actually just sit there and I close my eyes and I just feel like how elated I am to be alive, how good life actually is and how amazing it is. And I didn't always feel this way. And the more I got the understanding, the more I had the belief that what I believe is going to come to fruition. The more I practiced this, the more I cleaned up the old stuff that was my old beliefs and all that old energy that I was putting out there. I just kept cleaning that stuff up. And now it's like, if somebody can actually upset me, it actually feels good to know that I have some more stuff to work on, because everything's coming out at me so accelerated in this great way. So I don't say this to like say I have anything better than you. Maybe you actually have it better than me. I have no idea. And if you do, and if you know a better way, then please share it with me, because I'm all for continuously improving this stuff. But I wanted to share with you that this is my experience. And if it's your experience too, please comment or like this and let me know that I'm not the only one experiencing this, that it's not only my inner circle in this world experience, that, you know what, if they really pay attention to what they're doing and they really believe it, they can direct their thoughts. They can direct their thoughts in such a way that it actually really does manifest what they want. But it's not just as simple as the law of attraction. A lot of people like to point to the law of attraction, but there's the law of compounding returns, the law of vibration, the law of resonance. There's so many different laws of the universe out there that you have to play with. Not like abide by, but actually play with and see how you can bend them and see what you can actually do. But it takes continuous effort to clean up the old stuff. That's the hard part, is just like making the declaration that the next generation is going to be so far advanced from the current generations that are alive right now, because we're going to have such a better way of thinking. We're going to be able to actually use our mind. When I say mind, it's not just our mind or brain. It's our mind, it's our heart, it's our balls, it's our vagina. Like it's that whole string, the whole length from the first chakra to the seventh. So from crown to Muladhara, it's that whole length is your brain. That's why you feel a gut instinct. So when we can tune into that and we can get really, really resonance with that, we can create anything we possibly want. So that's why I have Evolved Life, is all these little techniques that have allowed me to get closer and closer to that feeling. And now I feel so incredibly awakened that this mind, the brain part that used to tell me what to do, is like off. It's off like 90% of the time. And when it comes on, it's like, oh, okay, that's an interesting concept. But for the most part, like, I'm in a place where I can just actually get rid of anything that doesn't feel good and just pull in whatever feels great. And it's taken a long time to get here, but I didn't have a shortcut. I didn't have anybody showing me all these methodologies. I had to go search for all these different ones. And there's a lot of great content out there. But what I'm doing with Evolved Life is teaching these modalities. And I'm really, really excited about doing it. Some of it seems very spiritual, but it all starts in the spiritual. It all starts in our thoughts. Spiritual is just that we cannot see, touch, taste, smell, or hear. Spiritual is that other sense that we can't describe with our eyes, or our nose, our mouth, and our ears, right? Or our hands, right? Touching it. So that's the spiritual. That's every single thought that you have. That's every single breath that you take. Is actually kind of spirit, right? The word breath comes from spirit, actually. It's spiritus, Greek word. So if you try it on that what you believe is going to happen is going to be what happens, you might start realizing you're getting everything you believe. You're not getting everything you want, but you're getting everything you believe. And that's when you have to start dissecting, like, why are my belief systems like this? What can I change about this? What can I start believing that would make it more intelligent for me to get more of what I want? It all starts in figuring out what you believe. It's not just what you want. And yeah, that's the breakdown. So watch some belief hacking videos if you are so inclined, and let me know if this works for you, if this is occurring for you. If you're experiencing this or something totally different, I'm totally up for debate. So I'm gonna tune out. I just want to make sure I did a quick video before I ended my day off here. Got a lot done. It's about 6:30, and it's been just an amazing ride. So have a great day, a great night. Cheers.